Okay, I think in the title I'll say something about it being a request. This is a requested video for a high protein, high like full fat, low carb burrito. Burrito. Now a burrito, well, if you buy it, let's say at the taco shop, it'll probably have about 35 to 40 grams of carbs. 35 to 40. This I think is going to have probably about 5 or 6 grams of carbs. And protein, this will have 35, about 45 grams of protein because it's cheese, beef, and those are all very high in protein levels. So if you're having a protein situation, you need more protein, that might be your bet. One thing I do tell people that are asking me, how do I keep my energy so high? What I usually do is try to get enough sleep. I take B12 vitamins and I eat a lot of protein. So low carb and protein, because when you don't eat the carbs, a lot of times you're also not getting the calories because you're cutting back on this. Don't eat the bun and all that. And sometimes your calorie level might be a little bit low. So we're going to use this. This is not an endorsement for the product, but I will be writing them and asking them, could I do something? This is called Spanglish Asadero, whatever. 0 carbs, 0 grams of carbs. The other ones I found, like McCormick and Schmidt, and what's the other company? I can't remember. It's the letter S. I don't know. They all were about 5, about between 4 and 5. So we're going to be using this, and let me show you the back. Now I got a $5,000 check in the mail, not in the mail, electronically wired to my account, $5,000 today. So I will have a little more time not to work so much. I will go ahead and get the mirror thing fixed on all of this. So this is the mix we're going to use. We're going to use the Mission Carb balance. So these tortillas are pretty good. Somebody said, well, they're not that authentic. Well, a lot of the authentic stuff, they cook with lard. They use a lot of breads, beans, very high in carbs, rice, very high in carbs. So you got to make some modifications. So these are the low carb ones I have. Now this is the burrito size one. And this one here is the taco size. Now the reason I have 2 different sizes is they didn't have the burrito size. This is whole wheat. And so this one here has 2 net carbs, and the flour one has 4. So that's the difference there. But they didn't have this in what I wanted. So I already had some of these in the house, keto certified, and keto certified. And these are good. I can use this bread. Sometimes I'll just take one, I'll put some peanut butter on there and roll it up like a wrap or like a burrito and eat it. Then we also have our cheese. I didn't buy the Mexican blend of cheese because some of those are spicy, some are not. Some are just a white cheese and an orange cheese, and that's good. But some of them have a little bit of spice, and it's hard to know. And then I got this big thing of Monterey Jack, so we can just do a little cheese mixture on there. These are both unopened. We will open these. Maybe have to use a knife to open these, or scissors. Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna get these. I'll get these squared away, and then we'll turn it around and take a look at our cooking area. Our beef is kind of just normal ground beef. Now, if you are on a keto diet, they said to use meat with higher fat content. They'll have like a 80-20 or a 70. That smells good. Smells like quesadillas in there. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll pause and turn this around. I'll show you the cooking area. I'll show you how I fold a burrito. How do I know how to roll or fold a burrito? How do I know that I'm a gringo? Well, because I used to work at Wiener Schnitzel, of all things. That's a hot dog place. White guy hot dogs are supposed to be like kind of German, but I learned how to do that there because we had breakfast burritos there, and we had a Mexican American trainer, and he would show us how to fold them really fast. And that's probably not the way. I mean, I've had burritos that were like that, they're like I don't know, a giraffe leg, but they're like that, and they probably wrap those a little different than I'm going to do these. These are not going to be that big. So I will show you how I wrap those. I'll remember comments come down there in the comment section. Please give me your comments on this. Do you eat burritos? Do you eat a high fat, high protein, full fat, high protein, low carb burrito? So this burrito probably is going to be about I don't know, less than a fourth of the carbs you get, and all the same in protein that you get from a place. So it could be, there's about between 35 and 40, and I think this is gonna be, what did I say? We got 4. This is about 6. So instead of 35 or 40 grams of carbs net, we'll have 6. About. So let's go and pause. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start. This is the cooking area. One thing that they say to do that I probably won't do is to warm the tortillas. I don't really see much of a need. They say put them in the microwave, heat them up, and then use them. So I'll go ahead and start this, and I'll probably pause while this is cooking. They want it to be partially. There's always different thoughts on browning. This one says, and also removing the fats. This one does not say to remove the fat. Some of the other ones did have, pour out the fat, whatever you want to call it, the grease. So got our pound of hamburger right here. They only had 3-pound chugs. Chugs, what do they call those big chubs? Chubby. But so I just cut it into 3. It's not exact. I didn't weigh it. I used to, like, if I was making something, I'd weigh it out, and then I found it really doesn't matter if my sloppy joes have a little bit more than a pound and my spaghetti has a little bit less. Now there is a new noodle that came out, a low carb noodle. I'll try to get those to show that sometime. I'm not sure if it's like a spaghetti type, or is it like is that ziti or whatever it is, or is it elbow or what is that, bow tie? I'm not sure what kind it is, but whatever it is, if you're making spaghetti and they only have low carb, bow tie, you can make your spaghetti with that. So we start browning. Now this one, I didn't show you, I also put water in there. Now that has a lot of seasoning. I'm sure this. I was gonna add some stuff to the mix. Like maybe put a little onions in there, or maybe some salt and pepper, or maybe mostly pepper. But I want to try that sauce as is. So we're gonna brown this up, and then we're doing a really simple, thing that they put all together. Now a lot of people say, why don't you just make your own seasoning, or instead of making a prepaid seasoning, make one. It's a lot easier to use the one that they already have prepared for us. And also, now this was tacos that have to have shredded lettuce too, or something, but and taco shells. But this right here is it's already made. It's already made, so I don't have to go out and buy. I already have a lot of like garlic. I already have. I'm sure it's gonna be onions and salt and something like cayenne peppers or some kind of jalapeno peppers. It's gonna have something like that in there and all that. But if I already have it in that little thing, I don't have to buy all those tons of ingredients. Now this was the second most expensive taco mix they had, and I did get it at Target. They had some of the, was it Lowry? Lowry's the other one. There's Lowry's, there's McCormick and Schmidt, and the one with the S, I can't remember how to pronounce it. But those were about 99 cents to $1.20. That was almost $3. And then the reason I went to Target to get that is they didn't have it at. I had to buy some other stuff at Target as well. I had to buy some keyboards, so I just went into the grocery section. Target, when you go to Target's grocery, it's almost like they can't make the decision if they won't have a grocery department, because it's a pretty big store with the grocery department there, and some Walmart's really small. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna look at that. But anyway, so sometimes when you cook a keto type thing, you might have to go to more than one store. Now this, I end up only going to 2 stores, but if I wanted to get this in the burrito size, I would have to go on to 3. So I got the meat and the cheese. I went to 2 stores. Right. Meat and cheese came from grocery outlet. The tortilla and the tortillas, the meat, cheese, and tortillas came from there. And then the spice pack came from Target. Now they had the original. If I didn't go to Target, I would never know that there was this was available. This one I would never know, and I would just use the other one and get the additional 4 grams of carbs. But 0 is a lot better than 4. So let's see if I'm doing the instructions right. Okay, it's time to put this in. Oh, it smells good. Oh, they also had, well, this might be spicy. It's very red. And I'd say that at Target they also had Taco Bell seasoning. If you want that for your tacos or your burritos. What that is, they have a Cool Ranch Dorito one. That might be better for like chicken tacos, because beef tacos are usually going to be done. It's kind of some kind of a red sauce like this, or red in color at least, or whatever seasoning they use. The ranch ones might be a little bit more mild, maybe go better with chicken. I don't know. I wouldn't think to use a ranch dressing on beef tacos or beef burritos, but I'll have to tell you this. There's a good burger I used to make, and it would use the dry mix of ranch dressing from Hidden Valley, and you get to add your, I don't know what you would add to it, oil or maybe mayonnaise or something, and you make your own at home. A package just like the one we just had for the taco sauce. But I didn't I didn't make that lately, but it is really good. So we know this down. I threw away I threw away the paper. The instructions. I think I just let it cook down for 2 minutes. Yeah, well, it only needs to be, we don't even have to reduce the temperature. Just let it go for about 2 minutes, so. It's probably done, but let's take a look. Then I'll fold one beef one whole wheat and one regular, so, on the tortillas. They say if you're making tacos, this makes about eight tacos. Remember, the taco is also going to have the lettuce. Oh, and on tortilla shells, someone's asking about that. Have I found a hard shell tortilla that was, pre-made hard shell tortilla that was keto or low carb, and I have not. You can always make these. Just get some oil, put them in the oil, and fold them like a taco shell. So there are little like utensils that are like a rack, and you put a plate down with some paper towels, and you put the rack, and then you would just cook them in the oil, drop them in, and fold them into the rack. Now, I've never used this mix, of course, and I've never really tried to make a low carb burrito before. But this will be a low carb burrito for sure. It will be tasty. It smells good. I'm hungry too. I had yogurt with strawberries in it for breakfast, and I haven't had lunch yet. It's already $3.19 because when I got that money came in, and I have another check coming in too for about $2,000. So if they both get her today, that'll be a $7,000 day. Not bad. And then I have an acting role she called me back about. Looks like I'm probably going to book that. That's $700 for one day. So $700 in a day is pretty good. A lot of people make a lot more money than I do, so they might think, oh, that's nothing. I couldn't work for $700. A lot of people, I wouldn't even accept $700. So if you walk down the street and you found some folded over bills in a paper clip, and it turns out it was 7 $100 bills, you would just, throw that in the trash? That's probably not likely, right? So this is done. And we will make one of each. How's that? One of each. And then I'll fold the rest because you don't want to be here all day for burritos. So I'll do this one because it's open. Do it first. So we're just gonna take a tortilla. Can you see? I'll try to step out of the way. Tortilla, and then we'll put some cheese. Now I usually, when I do this, I don't put it all the way to the top here because I'm gonna fold it in. You can, depending on how much different cheese you want. I sealed it up. I'm gonna use it another 20 times. But a little cheese, that one. Okay, and then let me get a second plate. I'll make that my folding plate. And then I'll put this in the microwave so they stay. I'll put it in the microwave, not with the microwave on, but just with the microwave will hold the heat. So put this here. And put that. I don't know how much you think. 2 scoops? That was good, right? Okay, so then to fold this, now if you don't close both ends, that's considered like a wrap. Not a wrap music, like Ice Cube or Ice Big Ice or Johnny Ice. Should they change the name? Take Ice out of there, Ice Tea. Okay, so you fold up like this. This was a little bit overstuffed. And then you fold down like this. And then you fold this way, folding it in this way, and that. Now that's a taco sized. It came out good. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. So it's a taco sized burrito. And I usually put the open side down and just carefully pick it up like that. Not too spicy. Okay, and then move this over to the prepared area. I'll put it with the open side up. And then let's do one more. Yeah, that one's popping open. Yeah, that one's a little overstuffed. Note to self, don't overstuff. And then we'll over this and do one like this. Same, this one should go a little bit more normal. We'll put some of that cheese and some of this cheese, mix it all up. And 1, 2, a little more. That one's a little bigger, right? And there. And then we'll fold it same way. You can fold down. And now if you make it as a wrap, that's all you can do. You can fold it down and over and over. But if it's a burrito, you want to bring that top piece down a little bit too. Then you're going to fold it over to here. Then to here. And then you kind of just keep it taut. Is that the right word? And then like that. So we now have one of each. Looking pretty good, huh? Okay. And now I will turn this around. Let's pause.